Hello students, in commerce now we are going to see unit 7 business environment. For previous classes we have saw the topic related to liberalization and privatization, and in this class we are going to see what is globalization and the meaning and the forms of globalization, advantages and disadvantages of globalization, impact of globalization and highlights of LPG policy. Now we are going to see the meaning of the globalization. Here globalization means it is a term which is used to describe how the trade and the technology have made the world into a more connected and interdependent place. The globalization means it also captures in its scope the economic and the social changes that have come about as a result. Moreover, globalization means it is a spread of products, even technology, information and also jobs, that is across national borders and cultures it takes place. In economic terms, we can describe this globalization as it is an interdependence of nations around the world which fostered through a free trade. That is the exact meaning of the globalization. And also we can see this globalization means the business that is interconnected with different countries. That is the exact meaning of this globalization. Here the globalization means it is an interaction and the integration of the domestic economy with the rest of the world with regard to the foreign investment, trade, production and financial matters, and it is also the process by which the businesses or other organizations which is used develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. So globalization, that stands for the consolidation of the various economies of the world. Here the globalization lets countries move closer to each other. Maybe the people or else companies and also even organization in different countries can live and work together. We can exchange the goods, then money and also ideas faster and cheaper than even before. So modern communication and technology like the internet, then cell phones or the satellite TV, it may help us in our daily lives. Thus, globalization is growing quickly. Nowadays, the government are in favor of globalization because the economy can grow. So, this is the main need of this globalization, and also this globalization which will result from the removal of barriers between national economies, and also it encourages the flow of goods, service, capital and then labor. While the lowering or removal of any tariffs or quotas, that it may restrict the free and it open trade among nations, which has helped the globalize the world economy. So these are all the exact meaning of the globalization. Next, we can see some of the features of globalization. Here, the first feature we can say all the societies, they have become interconnected with this globalization business, and also it may helpful for global tourism, and also it may helpful for the media imperialism. And also the next feature is there will be international economy integration with the global production, and also a transnational media system may create a global culture. So these are the main features of the globalization, and here some of the benefits we can see. The globalization means there will be more international trade that will take place. So that is also one of the benefit of globalization, and under this benefit here more goods and services can be generally available at lower prices. That is also one of the benefit. And also the next benefit is it may give more wealth in the world. So next benefit is it gives a higher quality goods and services more, and also it is generally available. Thus it may helpful for the higher standard of living. So these are the exact benefits of the globalization. So the next topic, so now we have saw the features and the benefits of globalization. Now we can see the forms of globalization. Under these forms, the first one is foreign trade policy. Here we can see foreign trade policy means under this India has signed a number of agreements in order to expand their Indian trade worldwide. Some of the agreement I have given here, it includes TRIPS. For example, trade related intellectual property rights, that is the exact meaning of TRIPS. And the next one is GATS. GATS means General Agreement on Trade in Service. This is the two agreements which was taken place in this globalization. And the next form is export promotion. Export promotion means, moreover, in this globalization, it promotes the export by reducing their quotas and tariffs, and also it eliminates the trade restrictions or by simplifying their trade procedures. So this is also one of the form of globalization. And the next one is freedom to repatriate. It means repatriate means it is to send or bring the money back to one's own country. That is the exact meaning of repatriate. Since the globalization has integrated many countries, repatriation has become very easy. So the globalization thus takes in many countries also one of the benefit. So the next form is reduction in tariffs. Reduction in tariffs means, under this globalization, the custom duties and the tariffs that imposed on the exports and the imports are reduced gradually to make our Indian economy attractive to the global investors. So this is one of the form of globalization. And the last one is encouraging the open competition. That means globalization, it brings an end to the difference between the domestic as well as the international markets. So the domestic companies, they can start their operations in the international level, and therefore there is an open competition between the countries. That is the exact meaning of this, encouraging the open competition. So these are all the forms of globalization. Now we can see the advantages and the disadvantages of globalization. So advantages means here, globalization, it may lets the countries to do what they can do the best. For example, you may buy a cheap steel from another country. You don't have to make your own steel. So you are purchasing from the other country means the same thing you are doing from each country. You are purchasing one product from each other country means the globalization, it may occurs automatically. So the globalization, it gives you a large market. You can sell more types of goods and you can make more money also. And also this globalization may helps you to create more jobs. The consumers also gets profits from the globalization, and also the products also become cheaper rate, and thus each and every person, they will be getting a new goods more quickly from each and every country. So the all countries enacting together and doing this business is called to be as a advantages of globalization. And under this, some of the main points we can see. The first one is first advantage is increase in foreign collaborations. That means, moreover, the globalization, it increases their foreign collaborations through various modes such as joint venture, then merger, then franchise, turnkey projects. These are the main things which have been taken over by different businesses in different countries. So this is also considered as one of the advantage for the globalization. And the next advantage is expansion of market. Moreover, while doing the business, we will be thinking that we have to expand our market. The size and the operation of our business, it may move from the local to the national and from the national to the international level. So moreover, the business will be expanding all over the country. So this is also one of the advantage for the globalization. And the next advantage is technological development. The main thing to earn the profit in the business means we have to develop our technology. So the technological advancement, it may paves a way for a company to enter into a foreign market. So thus the globalization of the technology is done by the royalty or purchase of technology or by technology collaborations. So by the new innovation and the new methods of technology, this globalization will brings a lot of money, and the business will be expand throughout the world. So this is also one of the advantage for the globalization. The next advantage is reduction in brain drain. That means brain drain means it is a situation in which a country, it loses its most educated and even the talented workers to other countries through migration. The person who is well educated, they will be migrating from one place to another place. And also this globalization, it paves a way for the employment opportunities in the home country, and also it utilizes the manpower efficiency. So these are the main advantages of globalization. The next topic is disadvantages of globalization. However, we have so many benefits for the globalization. We have to face some drawbacks also in globalization. That means globalization, it causes so many unemployment in the industrialized countries, because the companies, they will be moving their factories to the places where they can get cheaper workers. And also this globalization, it may leads to more environmental problems also. The company, it may want to build so many factories in many countries, because environmental laws are not as strict as they are at home country. So here the poor countries in the third world may have to cut down more trees so that can sell wood to richer countries. So here the globalization, it may leads to the financial problems also. Some countries got a lot of money from investors, and they will be thinking that they could build new businesses there, but their new companies often did not work. So they had to close down, and the investors, they will be pulled out their money. So this is one of the main meaning of definition meaning of the disadvantages of this globalization. Here some of the points we can see. The first disadvantages, already I saw that it is a loss for domestic industries. Loss for domestic industry means globalization, it causes a decline in the demand of domestic products, which in turn it vanishes the domestic business. It will not give much importance for the domestic industries. So it creates a loss for the domestic country. So it is considered as a disadvantage. And the next disadvantage is it increases in inequalities. It means the globalization, it widens the gap between the rich as well as the poor. Also these developed countries, it exploit their resources of their developing countries. So this is also one of the disadvantage. And the next disadvantage is dominance of foreign institutions. That means the economic power, it may shifts from the independent industries to the international organization, which is a threat to national sovereignty. So whenever the power, it shifts from the independent to the international, automatically it considered as a disadvantage for the home country in globalization. So these are the main disadvantages of globalization. The next topic we can see is impact of globalization. Impact of globalization means the globalization, it will create a great opportunities to the firms in less industrialized countries, and also it may tap into more and large markets around the world. Thus business located in different countries or else developing countries have more access to increase their capital flows, technology, human capital, cheap imports, etc. Here some of the impact of globalization here they have given. The first impact is the corporations, they will be getting a competitive advantage in lower operating cost, and also they can access more new materials, new raw materials, and also even the additional markets. The second impact is the multinational corporation, that is the MNC, they can manufacture and buy and sell the goods all over the world. The third impact is globalization, it will leads to a boom in the consumer products market. And the next impact is the advent of foreign companies and the growth in the economy has led to a job creation. It will create a lot of jobs for the peoples in developing countries. And the last impact is the globalization, it may touch every aspect of agricultural. It includes technological advancement, then improved production techniques, and also it includes the quality based enhancement. So these are all about the impact of globalization. The next thing we can see is types of globalization. Here the globalization, it commonly subdivided into three major areas, that is economic, cultural and political globalization. Economic globalization. Economic globalization means it is one of the three main dimensions of globalization commonly found in countries, academic literature, with the two other being with the political globalization as well as the cultural globalization. This is called to be as economic globalization. The next one is cultural globalization. Cultural globalization means it refers to the transmission of ideas, meanings, and also the values around the world in such a way to extend the social relations. So this process is marked for the common consumption of cultures that have been diffused by the internet and also through the international travel. This is called to be as a cultural globalization. The next one is political globalization. Political globalization means it refers to the amount of political cooperation that exists between different countries. So these are all about the meaning of political globalization, and also these are all the different types of globalization in the business environment. The next topic we are going to see is what are the main reasons that causes the globalization. So here some of the reasons are there. The one is technology, then multinational companies, lower tariffs, improved transport, labor mobility, then capital mobility, then improved technology, growth of global trading blocks, then increased mobility of labor, global trade cycle, etc. So many reasons are there. Out of this we can see some. So improved transport. Improved transport means making a global travel easier. Improved transport, it may helps the global travel easier. For example, there has been a rapid growth in air travel, which enables a greater movement of people and the goods across the globe. So that is the main reason. The next reason is improved technology. Improved technology means which makes it easier to communicate and share the information around the world. For example, through internet we can work on improvement on this website. It means that can often find people to do a job relatively and also cheaply also, because labor costs are relatively lower in the subcontinent. So the improved technology is also one of the reason. And the next one is growth of global trading blocks. It means growth of global trading blocks means it will have reduced the national barriers also. For example, European Union, then NAFTA, then ASEAN. These are all the main national barriers which will be reduced. The next one is increased mobility of labor. That means people are more willing to move between different countries in search for work. So global trade remittances now play a large role in transferring from one developed countries to the developing countries. So it may also one of the main reason for the globalization. Then the next topic is through internet. Internet, this enables the firms to communicate in a global level, and this may overcome the managerial diseconomies of scale. The firm may be able to get cheaper supplies by dealing with a wider choice of firms. So this is also one of the reason for that cause globalization. And the next reason is a financial system that increases global in nature. When US banks suffer losses due to subprime mortgage crisis, it affected and major banks in other countries who had bought financial derivatives from US banker and the mortgage company. So financial system, it may be increasing the global by nature itself. The next thing is the global trade cycle. The global trade cycle means that the economic growth is global in nature. This means the countries are increasingly interconnected. So these are all the main reasons for causing this globalization. So again, this technology and this multinational companies, then improved transport, capital mobility, everything will be one of the useful and also the main reason that to cause a globalization in the business environment. And also this may useful for the spread of the products, technology and information, and also jobs across the national borders and also in cultures. So these are all the main reasons that cause the globalization. The next topic we can see is highlights of the LPG policy. Here the main salient highlights of LPG policy means it includes liberalization, then privatization, as well as the globalization policy that occurs in India. So here they have given some of the features. The first LPG policy feature is introduction of new foreign trade agreements. They will be signing a new foreign trade agreements. They will be introducing a new foreign trade agreements. And the second one is foreign investment, that is FDI, and also it may includes FII, that is foreign direct investment as well as foreign institutional investment. The next one is MRTP Act, which has amendment in 1969, and the next feature is deregulation, and the next feature is opportunities for overseas trade, and next one is steps to regulate inflation. For rising the prices, it may create steps to regulate the inflation. And the next one is tax reforms, then abolition of license. So these are all the different types of salience which includes in the LPG policy. And this globalization and the liberalization are the concepts which are closely related to one another, and both the globalization and the liberalization refers to relaxing social as well as the economic policies, which results in the better integration with an economy and between the nations. So here the globalization and the liberalization both occur as a result of modernization. So the globalization is the greater integration among the countries and economies for trade, economic and social and political benefits. So the liberalization generally refers to the removal of restrictions, usually the government rules and regulations imposed on social, economic and political matters. These are all the LPG policy, highlights of LPG policy, and these are all the meaning and advantages and disadvantages of LPG policy. Now we can see assignment number 8. The first question is explain the advantages and disadvantages of globalization. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of globalization. And the second question is what are the impacts of globalization? What are the impacts of globalization? Thank you.